It's an All-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Knicks come into town for this one. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. And with the road trip approaching, the Heat will play their final game of their homestand. And, of course, Alec Burks. With him gone, we'll see how they get along.
And it's a trade that it caught me a little off guard, I have to be honest, Kevin. He played such a big part for this team, and really the last guy I expected to see them move.
And so it's the Heat hitting on the board first. Pass to Adebayo. Oh, good on the triple. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about Heat culture with the Miami franchise from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization, is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part is they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever. And that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that, and it's been very hard, hasn't it?
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years.
Outside, Bane. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Jamison left side. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one goes on Anunoby.
Team foul.
And Jamison is such a talented scorer. A forward who can get it done both outside and in. He's special.
That one is no good. Curry with a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. Now, I spoke to him about the plan for Karl-Anthony Towns now. Coach said, we know Cat has size and power, so we're hoping we can match him there. We don't want to make ourselves soft targets for him. Can expect it to be intense and physical down on the block. Guys?
Thank you, David. Robinson, that's good.
Well, for his career, Duncan Robinson is about a 40% three-point shooter. So he's got a permanent green light.
And the basket by Curry.
both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to talk to his guys. And the Knicks making a change here. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Whitmore with it. Shot clock at 5. Robinson for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Robinson's got 6 points. It's Curry with the drive.
Yeah, this is why you gotta be excited about Mobley. Already a special and versatile defender.
Knicks trailed by 4. Some nice passing by New York here. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Marion, right side. Outside for Curry. There's the triple. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Knicks.
You know, not a good start for him offensively.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
Now, here's Bridges. Hasn't made one yet. And there's the defensive 3-second call. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And so he hits the technical free throw.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Here's Adebayo. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. On its way from Curry for 2, and the Knicks miss again.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Mobley with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Now Whitmore. The Heat need to get a shot off. Mobley misses. And now the fast break. Marion with the ball. And stolen by Whitmore. Outside Robinson. And a miss there on the triple. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Heat lead by 2. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat. Curry outside. So, Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different and in so many ways. The players have gotten better, bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased in volume and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done differently.
Everything is bigger, isn't it?
It really is.
And watching Steph go to work is watching a living legend. Already one of the best to ever do it, and he is still adding to his resume.
Knicks trailed by 3. Pass to Anunoby. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And so here is Miami. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Miami leading by 3. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Curry, good.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
Oh, that's blocked. He's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Number 11.
Miami with the ball. Got that one up quick. Whitmore's got his second bucket of the night.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Pass to Black. Rebound by the Heat. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. They set the pick. Now Hawkins quickly covering. Here's Whitmore. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Knicks trailed by 7. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Black. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Well, Heat leading by 5. Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Driving inside. And stolen by Wagner. Here's Hawkins. And they get it back. And it's Whitmore missing. Knicks trailed by 7. Here's Black. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Pass to Whitmore. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Wagner's got 4 points in the quarter.
Wagner loves the ball inside. He makes his money on the blocks.
Here's Black. Hawkins defending. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him. That one on Hawkins. And New York making a change. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. Knicks trailed by 6. McBride with the ball. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Pass to Robinson. A 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Robinson's got 9.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Now, here's Tucker. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Robinson, that's good.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Beyond the leaning, You could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
And here is Bane, still without a basket. In the corner, it's Robinson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's the Miami Heat going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. Knicks trail by 10. Now, here's Bridges. Outside Curry. Offensive rebound. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, the activity that Bam plays with is special. He's always looking to grab an offensive rebound.
Pass to Robinson. From deep. Back to Mobley. 6 to shoot. Tries again. Here's Jamison. The 19-footer is on the money. Jamison's got the lead up to 10 now for the Heat.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Anunoby outside. It's Curry outside.
Great job staying close by Bane. As good a defensive guard as you'll see.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu, who was a big part of what we did in Orlando, was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world. Adebayo being aggressive there, quick release on the catch and shoot.
Here's Jamison. And the Heat, another three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Curry with the three. Curry with another miss.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Back to Robinson. Three-pointer. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Well, we're used to the stretch big men these days, Stan. That's not Bam Adebayo's game, though. How is he still effective?
Well, Kevin, Bam is a highly skilled big in his own right. He just doesn't have the three-point shot. But he's got the ball handling, he's got the passing, and he's got the mid-range jumper, and he puts those things together into a very effective package.
Yeah, he has a good handle, doesn't he?
He's got a great handle.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in the single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable. Robinson on the wing. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
To the wing on the left. New York moving it around. It's Curry outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 13.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game, first here in this second half.
Outside for Robinson. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
The Heat leading by 8. Pass to Mobley. Outside, Bain. And here is Robinson. Fires the three. And the three ball is good. 18 points for him.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
On the wing, Anunoby. Back to Curry. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That's his first foul. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Both teams deciding to change it up. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Achua. Pulls up. Just 5 to shoot. A nice shot by Black. Black's got his third basket of the night.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Here's Mobley. Now Robinson lets the three fly. And so it's Miami. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We'll take. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Here's Whitmore. In the corner, it's Robinson. Takes a three. Black grabs the board. Knicks trail by 9. To the inside. Drops in the layup for 2. Tucker's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Knicks.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Boucher the screen. Robinson for 3. Hands it from downtown. Robinson's got 21.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
Pass to Boucher. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. Here's Black. Rebound by the Heat. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. In the corner, it's Robinson. It's over Tucker. Robinson, that's good. And it's a 12-point Heat lead.
Well, look, scoring is why Robinson is on the floor. And when he really gets going, it's a problem.
Back to Quickly. Banked in off the glass.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Miami leading by 10. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked to the team. Now, he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Thank you, David. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Curry, who brings it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 13. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And it's Whitmore missing.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Well, Heat leading by 11. In the corner, it's Robinson. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. That 3 off the mark. Here's Black. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
Drops in the tray. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
It's great being your opponent.
Likewise.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Pass to Boucher. Robinson for 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Knicks trailed by 6. Here's Bridges. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. 6 points for Mikal Bridges. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Robinson on the wing. 20 feet out. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Robinson's got 31 points. Pass to Adebayo. A three-pointer off the mark.
Knicks foul. First personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Shooting from New York.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Well, Robinson has heard a lot of criticism throughout the years, but the numbers show he's one of the most prolific three-point shooters in league history.
Hits it from three-point range.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Curry can't get it to go.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
A 3-ball. The shot comes out. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And so it's Miami winning this one. Some good.